This video will introduce Dewey Decimal or DC call numbers. Distinguishing DC call numbers from LC call numbers is very simple. If no prefix is present, the top line of a DC call number is all numeric characters. The top line of an LC call number is all capital letters. Certain prefixes are used to indicate oversized books, such as a cube between two hyphens. However, the prefixes are not covered in this test. Only call numbers without prefixes will be presented. Now let's take a closer look at the lines of information in Dewey Decimal call numbers. All DC call numbers have at least two lines of information. The first line is called the class number. Line 1 is a 3-digit number between 001 and 999. It may be extended by decimal fractions. Note that leading zeros are used for numbers smaller than 100. The following class numbers are in correct order. Class numbers are treated as whole numbers with decimal fractions. The second line in a Dewey Decimal call number is called the cutter number. It is a combination of letters and numbers. It begins with one or more letters, followed by one or more numeric characters. The numbers are treated as decimals. Sometimes line 2 ends with numbers, but usually it is followed by one or more letters. Here is a list of typical cutter numbers arranged in correct sequence. Let's look at an example of Dewey call numbers on the shelf. Note that the class numbers of these books are all the same. These books are ordered by the cutter numbers, which all begin with C. The differences begin with the numbers in the cutter number units of these DC call numbers. The numbers are treated as decimals and are ordered by the first digit first and the second digit next, and so on as needed. This concludes the presentation of basic Dewey Decimal call number characteristics. Let's review what you learned about DC call numbers in this video. Line 1 of a DC call number is called the class number and is treated as a whole number. Line 2 is called the cutter number and begins with one or more letters followed by numbers and usually more letters. The numbers in the cutter number are treated as decimals. To review how to order numbers as either whole numbers or decimals, you can re-watch video 2, General Info, or refer to the video review notes. The next video is called Number 4, DC2, and will explain other lines of information you may see in Dewey Decimal call numbers.